Welcome to today's discussion, where we're diving into the latest report to Congress on abnormal occurrences for fiscal year 2023, prepared by the Office of Nuclear Regulatory Research. Let's start with the definition of what an abnormal occurrence is. Could you explain that for us?
Certainly. An abnormal occurrence, or AO, is defined by the U.S. Nuclear Regulatory Commission as an unscheduled incident or event that is deemed significant from the standpoint of public health or safety. This definition predates the current report and has historical roots that emphasize the importance of timely recognition and reporting of such events.
How often are these occurrences reported, and has that changed over time?
Yes, the Federal Reports Elimination and Sunset Act of 1995 changed the reporting frequency from quarterly to annual. This adjustment was made to streamline the reporting process and focus on significant incidents that truly warrant legislative attention.
What kind of events were reported in this latest edition? I assume there are various categories.
Exactly. The report describes 11 significant events for fiscal year 2023. Out of those, 9 incidents occurred in agreement states and 2 involved NRC licensees. The incidents were categorized into medical events, theft or diversion of radioactive materials, and human exposure incidents.
Let's discuss the medical events. What were the typical characteristics of these incidents?
Of the 11 events reported, 7 were classified as medical events. These typically involved unintended radiation exposure to patients during treatment, often due to human error, like miscommunication or procedure misinterpretation.
Can you provide an example of one specific incident?
Sure. One notable case involved a patient at University Hospital and Clinics in Louisiana who inadvertently received a therapeutic dose of iodine-131 while being pregnant. The hospital hadn't confirmed her pregnancy before the procedure, resulting in an exposure that met the AO criteria.
What measures were taken afterward to prevent such occurrences in the future?
The hospital implemented a new policy requiring verified pregnancy tests before administering iodine-131 to patients, aiming to eliminate similar human errors moving forward.
Now, in regard to security breaches, what incidents were reported in this category?
There were 3 events involving the theft or diversion of industrial radiography cameras, critical pieces of equipment used in non-destructive testing that contain radioactive material. These incidents highlighted both procedural lapses in securing the materials and the swift action taken to recover them.
What can be learned from these security breaches?
These incidents underscore the importance of strict adherence to security protocols and regular training for staff handling hazardous materials to prevent unauthorized access or loss.
Aside from medical events and security breaches, were there any human exposure incidents included in the report?
Yes, there was one incident where there was unintended radiation exposure to a young patient, which aligns with the NRC's guidelines for cases that exceed specified dose thresholds. This again relates to human oversight.
Did any events from this year lead to significant consequences or require major regulatory action?
There were civil penalties issued for certain incidents, including violations related to equipment security. Overall, the NRC adopts a response-focused approach to ensure compliance and enhance safety protocols.
How does the NRC communicate these findings to stakeholders and the public?
The NRC makes information about reportable events available through public announcements and detailed reports that are accessible online, ensuring transparency in their oversight processes.
In conclusion, what key takeaways can we gather from this annual report?
The key takeaways emphasize the importance of regulatory vigilance, the continuing need for stringent procedures in medical applications of radioactive materials, and sound security measures to protect public health and safety consistently. Each event provides an invaluable learning experience for improving practices across the board.